So here's a few things that I have learned that may be of benefit to you as an aspiring programmer and software developer. So a little thing about me. So I started in the video game industry. I'm a producer. I've been into QA. I've done design work, UX work. I've done big scale applications, video games, mobile, console, all the things. So there's a few things I have learned that may benefit you. One, if you're learning to code and you're here because you're interested in video games too, which is awesome. You've already said you like playing games. That's a good thing. Video games are complex. Lots of complex rules. If you can learn to make video games and work in video game systems, that sets you up for all kinds of other types of application development. Two, there is no coursework that will substitute for you taking on special projects. I highly recommend that you get a game engine like Unreal or Unreal Engine or like Unity 3D. Get a game engine, preferably one of those two, so you also have some 3D there. You can do 2D in it, etc. But the key is start prototypes. Just, you're not going to make a big thing that's the everything. The idea is just to work yourself through prototypes and to achieve the goal that your prototype sets out to be. Because when you're interested in wanting to make something and try to keep it small, right? Maybe it's like you just want to make a one button push thing that one button that essentially allows you to stop a like an indicator on a meter. So you have a meter, like a swing meter, right? So you have a thing that goes back and forth on your swing meter, and you press the button to stop it. And if you stop within a range on the meter, then you're successful. So just building these small little things will help you just explore how to do things, right? And through these small things, you start to learn about input, you start to learn about rendering, you start to learn about logic. There are lots of things for that, right? Once you get comfortable with these little things that you've built in your coursework and all of that, no two courses are the same. But then what I highly recommend, if you have extra time, dedicate time to working with other people, preferably if you people are making projects, and then you try not to dedicate all of your spare time, but a few hours a week. And by being able to work with other people's stuff and to help debug and troubleshoot things, you're going to go much further than if you just rely on your coursework. And I don't know what your course is and what you're going through, but and I know coding camps have gotten much better, and there's some placement and other things. So there's some really good stuff in there too, right? But these things that you do on your own, they drive you beyond and above just the people in your class that are going through the same thing, right? So here's the thing, is that I personally am more impressed by someone that has a special project, that can talk about what the special project is, what they've learned from it, and that they're doing this on their own. It shows to me that they're passionate about what they're doing beyond just the coursework. Lots of people graduate all the time. Very few people are kind of waiting. They're like, oh, hey, I did this coursework. I've got my certificate. Now let me just go get the job. And there are jobs out there. I mean, the world is going to be run by engineers. You don't start a company without engineers, right? Like that. There's truth in that. So those are my brief recommendations. Any questions?